So, there's an Easter egg. Take it down. There's an Easter egg in the One Piece animation where the fog in front of his face shows the Marines logo for a second, but like hard to see, very difficult to see, and then changes into the Blackbeard pirate flag logo.
Hello. Say something again.
Something again?
Oh. Oh no. The voice capture has been gone. This whole
Oh
time.
no. Oof.
No, no, all the jokes.
See, that's the best thing though,
What?
is that you're going to turn it on right here and just let everyone listen to the despair.
Yeah. No. Oh.
That is unfortunate.
I, I should have checked it. My PC crashed earlier. And I was like, just run it normally instead of safe mode. I should have done safe mode. What's wrong with me? No.
Oof.
Uh,
Build the earth. Such says how.
how long have we been going for that?
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half worth of recording, voicing characters. Just
Mm-hmm.
why?
It's gone. All gone. Reduced to ash. I mean, it's recording. Has it not even been like streaming to Twitch though?
uh, Gods, I hope it has. Let me. I mean, no, it's been going for the
If it,
past 1 hour 20 minutes.
okay, so what you can do is you can probably pull the Twitch VOD, upload that instead.
What do you mean by?
You can download your own VODs from Twitch.
Yes, that's what I always do.
Okay, so what do you mean? Then why wouldn't it be able to hear us?
Because it was not. It reset to default instead of having the mic.
That? Huh. I would think you'd be able to like get our voices off though.
See, I know that professionals have their own separate voice recording as well. So
Damn.
like if I was better at it, I would have like a separate app just for recording my own audio, and I'll also have you record your own audio separately. That in case if this
Yeah.
happens, we can just fix it together. But
Unfortunate.
huh?
Such sad, big unfortune.
Well, that's
Well,
completely soured my mood.
it'd be like that.
Hold on, I need to get something to chew on or something. I can't.
That's fair.
Anyway, can you read out the dialogue for those children? Just because
Yeah, sure. Is it recording me now?
it is. Hopefully, can you just give you a Twitch and check? That's
We're gonna be the Elite Four someday. How did I get dragged into this? The four of us are gonna get strong with Pokemon. But you both like the same type. This is bullshit. Gremlin mode engaged.
Whoa. You think it's funny, huh?
I do think it's funny.
Fuck you.
Listen, I am a sadist. I am built on other people's misery.
Is that why you're not letting us level up?
No, the reason why I'm not letting you level up is because you don't resolve anything. You just kind of kick the can down the road.
Yeah, I can't really disagree with that as much as I want to.
Yeah.
An hour and a half worth of Weissline's jokes all just gone into the ether.
Gone, reduced to ashes.
uh, you know, you know how it is with the people who do law. If there's no record of it, it doesn't exist.
Hey, listen, Twitch won't know what jokes we made, which might be a benefit.
Uh, all right. I don't know what to eat. Everything I have will take multiple hands, and I can't really ask Mama if we have anything they can eat easily. But so she'll see. But yeah, I'll just get back to it for now.
Yes. Yes. Death.
Uh,
We bring death to these children.
by the way, are you familiar with Ed and Eddie
Yes. Hello, Ed boy.
from Fortnite?
Die.
uh,
Cease thy corporal existence.
oh my god, careful, man. And where is? Okay. So the New Cafe. It seems fairly easy to grab. Fuck!
God damn, you fucked it.
Huh?
I said, God damn, you fucked it.
I did.
I can't believe you did this.
Not again, this thing just won't work. Piece of mastery. Gotta get some Pokemon are terrifying creatures.
Pokemon were already terrifying creatures. Oh, that's awesome. I have gotten fuck all for sleep.
Damn.
I am an eepy sleepy weepy. And I am going to get fuck all for sleep tonight, specifically.
Why?
I just have some stuff I gotta get done when I get home.
Unfortunate.
Probably took me a couple hours, so. You'll know how it be.
I do know.
And at some point, I have to, what's it called? Words. Give me a second. I gotta do more writing for D&D campaign I am now running.
That's an orange one, right? Oh, damn it.
What? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, how about Charizard, by the way?
Oh, hey.
Got it from the mystery gift.
You know, Charizard is just overrated, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Never been a fan. Of all of them, I would say Charizard is my least favorite of the original trilogy, or the original three.
Makes sense. What?
Damn. Oh my god, TeamSpeak is coming back. Are you in? That's so funny.
I hadn't heard of it before, but I'm like, yeah, I mean, if... But it Discord's, what do you call it? The
Fucking
biometric
shooting itself in the foot.
Yeah, biometric scanning is also connected to Palantir.
Yeah.
But also, like, what? Like it. I mean, I get why. Like if you put that in a sci-fi story, they'll be like, that's too on the nose. If you call a surveillance system Palantir.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. By the way, did you know that they increased the limit for this?
Did they? That's neat.
Mega shards. Because last time we played, I was complaining about it, and they increased it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've been voice acting for nothing all this time.
Emma Shankmugen, there's no sign of Gwyn here either. I think she's wandering around in, like, Kiln, waiting for chosen undead to come and slay her.
Oh,
so
what?
that they can link the flames.
Oh, right. Gwen from Dark Souls. Right.
Yes.
Again, we need to ask around to learn more. Well, if it isn't our local detective, the usual fire blast roast for you today? In the mood for something else, I'll take one flamethrower roast. Any information you have on a certain missing girl to go. Ooh, am I getting questioned here? But still, helping out with an investigation seems fun. Yeah, I've seen her. She came by earlier with the Dynamo girl. Any idea who could that be? Honestly, Garagon for a fun, but I know it's Canary. Toffee at the mutate. Toffee. Hold on. That's trying to.
Take your time.
As soon as I remove my headphones, she's just jumping off. Away. She's just sitting there like she wasn't just trying to rip something. Oh, well, possibly Canary. Those two seem like polar opposites. Perhaps opposites attract, as they say.
Oh my goodness.
Sure. Do you know if your sister is close to Canary from Dynamo?
The name isn't ringing any bells. Where can I go to meet this canary? I wish to have words with her. And fisticuffs.
You just had a promotion match against Canary, didn't you, Shantigan? Where was it? We could visit Racine Construction. Racine Construction.
Racine Construction, eh? I'm on it. I have built many things and torn many other things down with bare hands. And bare hands. Specifically, beware bare hands.
There he goes again. I'll be back later to grab that coffee. But we already got it started.
Yes, sorry.
We should hurry to Racine Construction to... Come on, Shanti. Sorry, what do you say?
Was taking a screenshot. I apologize, looking away.
Screenshot of what?
The thing that was like, oh yeah, TeamSpeak is getting a huge influx of people.
I mean, yeah. Allegedly, the only downsides are their UIs kind of suck.
Oh yeah. But hey, they're not harvesting my information. Well, they are probably, but like not the same way.
Yeah, I'll continue being here until they start asking for my information. At that point, I'll probably just tell them to fuck off.
Fair enough. Alright, you're up. Oh, I said Europe. It's more like Asia. That was a shitty joke. Damn, if only that one got cut out.
Shitty what?
I said that was a shitty joke. Damn, if only that one got cut out.
Fuck you. Like, I'm genuinely so upset about this thing, man.
I know, but that's why I make jokes about it, because it hurts less afterwards. You tell me to go fuck myself.
I don't know. Anyway, what you missed was Emma saying that she'll take the coffee later, and the employee was like, but we already got it started. And then Emma ignoring her. Certainly hope to see you again soon.
Oh, that. Hold on.
Yeah.
That deserves a special reading.
Oh.
We certainly hope to see you again soon. Sorry, that guy just looked like a villain.
Looks like a villain.
Well,
Villain
he's kind of
coded,
looks
you mean?
evil. He's villain coded, definitely.
They look vaguely familiar, but I can't really place it.
They look like remnants of team whatever the team was for this.
Team Flare?
Yeah.
You know that will make sense. Try the coffee that Lumious locals can't get enough of. No cafe, what do you want? The coffee menu. Oh, we have same as last time option.
Yeah.
Wulu
You're not going to
Lanky.
be able to get the Canary special.
Rosary. Then why are you even here? You know, fair.
Why are we here? Just
This
to
is,
suffer.
where is it from, by the way?
Oh, God, I think it's like one of the Metal Gear games.
You know, there's the new side-scroller God of War game coming out.
I did not know that. That's a bad idea, though.
Why?
God of War should not be a side scroller. It doesn't have the things for it. The
Wait.
chops, the cojones.
The first time I played was like in a mobile side-scroller version. You know there was a
That
mobile
is
side-scroller
upsetting.
version.
I did not know that. I did know there was a mobile. There's 2 mobile games for Kingdom Hearts that are extremely important to the lore because, of course, they are. Some of the most important games for explaining the story, the convoluted fucking story of Kingdom Hearts, are in mobile games and DS games.
You know, that's something everyone has, mobile and the DS.
And Game Boy games.
And Game Boy. Everyone has those.
Singular. Yeah. Yeah.
By the way, that's
Here's
a
the
joke.
thing. I know, and I get that. Here's the thing, though. Even if you do have those, you're not likely to own the fucking Kingdom Hearts game on it. Because it's a fucking Kingdom Hearts game. You're expecting it to be like every other game that's in a console that's not like part of it, to be like an offshoot or something, you know? Like you're playing Pokemon Conquest. That doesn't matter to the rest of the Pokemon games. You're playing Mystery Dungeon. That doesn't matter to the rest of the Pokemon games, even though they're my favorite. Like, you're expecting those games to be just not off brand, but like not important to the lore. But Kingdom Hearts just goes, actually, no, these games are really important to the lore. You sit there and you're playing as fucking Roxas, and you're like, who the fuck is Roxas? Guess what, headass? That was a game. That was a DS game. Should have played it, you dummy.
Roxas as in the Roxas, that's a stick.
Roxas? Roxas.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, that was the he's the character you start as in Kingdom Hearts 2.
You don't know what I'm talking about, are you? Do you?
I do not know.
You have, let me try to find it.
Do 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 do.
Okay, this is the one I first saw it as. Yeah.
Yes. Are you ready? Are you ready? Sorry. What the fuck? Roxas, that's a stick. Roxas, that's a stick. Fair enough. Yes. So yeah, you want to know what that screenshot's from?
The DS
The
game.
very important DS game.
I can tell the DS graphics. Uh, I mean, with the context about the Roxas being in the thing.
Yeah. No. So here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
DS game. So guess what? You have 30 minutes, and now we're talking about Kingdom Hearts. So congratulations.
Fuck. Come on. Video colorful spruce for Kennedy plus share. Video.
Yeah.
Very good.
So anyways, so the first DS game, not the first DS game, the Game Boy game explains what happens after Kingdom Hearts 1 but before Kingdom Hearts 2, but doesn't explain all of it. But explains enough to be like, why aren't we playing as Sora right now? Who the fuck is Roxas? But then there's two DS games that came out afterwards which explain even more nonsense. Because you're sitting there, you're like, who the fuck is Roxas still, though? How did he become a nobody? What the fuck happened to him? Why is he in this simulation? And so then they released 365 over 2 days because Kingdom Hearts is not allowed to have a normal naming system in the offshoot games, the explanation games.
Wow.
So you have 365 over 2 days, which explains what happens after Roxas is born and what he does in the interim of like figuring out what he is doing in the organization, and kind of explains all that. Then you have the other DS game, and I am forgetting the name of it. Hold on. You are forgetting, or I am forgetting. It's not Dream Drop Distance. It's the fuck is your name? Okay. I'm like zooming in on a fucking thing. Not Birth by Sleep. Is it? Oh, Birth by Sleep. It's Birth by Sleep. Okay, not Dreamed Up Distance. So it's Birth by Sleep, right? That explains like why the fuck a lot of things, the prequel to the prequels, right? Because like, you're like, okay, why the fuck does Roxas not look like Sora? Why the fuck does Roxas look like a completely different person? Because everybody else is not, nobody assumedly looks like them. Roxas is just a different guy. So then you're like, okay, well, why does that happen? So then they had to make another game called Birth by Sleep to explain why that happens. And now there's another group of people called Ventus, Terra, and Aqua. And it's like,
Is that a JoJo's reference?
I want you to die.
uh,
You will not taint my favorite piece of Disney media with JoJo's. Anyways,
I don't have to.
so
It's a
then
Japanese game. It will have JoJo's references.
no, it's a Tetsuya Nomura game. They have their own thing going on with
It's not from Japan?
belts. So yes, it is Japan, but it's more referential to Final Fantasy than anything. But anyways, you have Sora, you have everything else. It's like it's the most convoluted fucking plot in the world. And then you have the mobile games because guess what? There wasn't enough things, so they made a prequel to the prequel. They were like, everyone kept talking about Keyblade wielders of old and the great Keyblade War. And so they're like, let's make a mobile game about that and explain all of the lore. Guess what? If you don't want to play the mobile game, get fucked.
By the way, I want
You
to
will know
ask,
nothing. Mm-hmm.
are you familiar with the character called Ansem, Seeker of Darkness?
Yes, I'm extremely familiar with Ansem, Seeker of Darkness.
The stand user?
He doesn't have a stand.
He doesn't? So what is
No,
Guardian
it's
then?
not a stand. It's not a stand. Because the stand is a part of your own body, right? It's a piece of your soul or whatever the fuck.
See, that's in JoJo's, but like other versions have their stands. They have different sources.
Yeah, that's not a JoJo's thing.
It's
That's
a JoJo's thing.
controlling a heartless thing.
Sure, man. Whatever you I'll let you have your cope. You say there's no JoJo's reference with the stand user in the game. Johnny
I
there?
thoroughly dislike you. I thoroughly dislike you right now.
Uh. Anyway, I got myself a red canary plush for bonus XP. I need one more screw to get one, and next one I think. How much? Yeah, 8 for level 3. So next I'm thinking for catch rate. That makes sense, right?
Yes.
Alright, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you by the truth.
I can't believe you would do this. I'm so fucking itchy. Anyways. So, Kingdom Hearts, right?
Yeah.
So, the very brief overview I can give of the story so far is way back when there was this guy named the Master of Masters, and he had a whole bunch of apprentices. They were all Keyblade users. And there were a bunch of Keyblade users that were underneath them in like a big hierarchy. Now, he wrote a book. It was basically a book of prophecy.
No, I was gonna make a joke, but I think that'll upset you, so I'll not.
Okay. Anyways, he writes a book. It's basically this big book of prophecy, and he goes, "Hey guys, just in case I disappear, these are going to be your roles for when I'm gone." And everyone goes, "You're not going to disappear, are you?" And he goes, "I don't know. Just in case, though, just in case.
Just in case.
Just in case I just disappear one day. But you're not, right?"
And then is that the meme of that guy just disappearing?
It feels like it. But so then he's like, okay, everyone has their roles. I'm going to tell everyone to something different. I'm going to tell one person that he's going to be the leader. I'm going to tell one person that she's basically going to defer under him. Basically play spy master, listen in. I'm going to tell one guy that who's like really ambitious, but not like bad, evil about it. Like, hey, by the way, head ass, yeah, I'm not making you leader. By the way, I really want you to be somebody who can challenge the leader, that the person I designated as leader, because he really needs somebody to like make sure to refine his edge, to make sure that he's like on the straight and narrow or whatever, right?
Yeah, okay, that tracks.
Um, well, it's one of the things. It's like the guy's role is literally to, if you think he's doing a bad job, you tell him. I don't care how that affects anyone. Okay, master. Good. So then they do it, and it goes. There's one guy who's basically given a page of his book of prophecy that no one else gets, that reveals there's a traitor amongst the 5 of them. And then there's one person who was given the task of, hey, there's going to be a big fuck-ass war. You're not going to tell anybody about this big fuck-ass war. You're just going to grab as many people as you can and build up a group of survivors for the big fuck-ass war.
Why the
So,
secrecy?
and then finally, there's one guy named, I believe Lushu was his name, who was just given the Master's Keyblade and was just like, hey, so this has my eye in it. If you take this with you as things progress, I'll be able to see what's going on. That's red. That's orange.
No, that's yellow.
Is it yellow? It looks orange to me, but, oh, yeah. Oh, you might have to look for yellow-orange flowers. Because look, there's yellow and red flowers, and there's yellow and red flabébés there.
Huh. You know, I'll catch it just in case. Yeah. If my eyes are deceiving me. Nope, that's yellow.
Well, I mean, I think the flowers are still... If you find orange flowers, you might be able to find orange flabébés.
Yeah.
But anyways. So... Basically, what happened is the Keyblade has his eye in it, right?
Of course, as you do.
And the thing is it's magically enchanted, allowing him to see where it is and what it goes through. So the last apprentice is basically given the task of just not participating, watching everything, and everything that he witnesses, the master will be able to witness too, which is how he writes his book of prophecies, because he's just watching ahead in time for all of the things the person wielding his Keyblade is like a part of. Right?
Mm.
So it's like object clairvoyance. He can see the future of an object. Right?
Alright, that makes sense.
So that happens, right? And it goes down exactly like you would expect. One of the leader guy basically is like, hey, I think we have a traitor. There's like dark magic happening in our light magic world, and like there's all this stuff. Everything happens like you said it, like the dark prognosticus or whatever the fuck it's called says it would, because it's like, oh yeah, there was a traitor. The guy who was like told, hey, you need to like, you need to challenge the main guy, challenges the main guy, and because of that draws complete, like, literally makes himself look like the most traitorous motherfucker on the planet, right?
Oh,
Like, yeah.
I didn't think
Because
of it
he's
like
literally sitting there going like, hey, the master's gone. We need to do our own thing now. You guys are with me, right? What do you mean? Well, let's form an alliance. The master specifically said, do not form alliances. The master's not here. We need to figure it out on our own. The fact that he would accuse any of us of being a traitor is ridiculous, blah, 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 blah. Right?
that. Okay, what's with this guy?
He's just sitting. He's like, his whole job is literally to like check.
But is he the traitor?
No, actually,
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm asking. What's his deal? Why is he acting like he's a traitor?
he's upset because he's upset that the leader guy would think that any of them would be a traitor, and he thinks it's a bad judgment call. And because he's been given the task of, challenging the leader and taking leadership if he thinks it's been a bad judgment call, it just looks worse and worse. And to make matters worse on top of that, the guy that he chooses to try and ally himself with is the guy who's supposed to be looking for the traitor.
Wow.
So he picks the one guy who's like, I wonder who the traitor is. I need to go. I am here to find that person. And then goes, we need to ignore what the master says and figure it out on our own, and blah, 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 blah. It's like, Jesus fuck, dude. So basically what ends up happening is it all kind of breaks down and there's just a 5-way war, right?
Wow.
However, guess what?
What?
Want to know who the traitor was? The
Do tell.
person who was told, hey, you need to, there's going to be this big fuck-ass war. You need to grab people who will survive the war. You need to make sure, like, this war is going to happen. I know it's going to happen. It's going to basically wipe out everyone. You need to find people who are pure of heart and basically sequester them away so that they can survive the war. So she does that, but she's also the traitor because she makes the war happen in order to make sure that her task is completed, right? So then the big Keyblade War happens and everyone dies, except for the people who are locked in stasis. We'll get back to them. Then everything happens and Birth by Sleep happens. Prior to Birth by Sleep's beginning, there's an old fuck named Xehanort who is obsessed with the darkness in people's hearts and obsessed with something called Kingdom Hearts, which is meant to be this like most powerful power in all power, right? It is the pure, most untainted version of the power of the heart. And he's obsessed with it. He's also obsessed with the darkness in people's heart, which has caused a rift between him and Mark Hamill.
Huh? What?
There's a character voiced by Mark Hamill. I don't remember his name, so he's going to be just Mark Hamill.
All right. Okay. That tracks.
So him and Mark Hamill have a falling out. Mark Hamill is a light side Jedi, and he's a Sith, and they're just like kind of doing stuff. It's almost 1-to-1 with Star Wars. It's kind of hilarious, right? So you have that all happening, and so Xehanort, who is the most evil man of all time, right?
Yeah.
He basically sits there and he goes, damn, how do I figure out how to get Kingdom Hearts? Well, I would need a heart made of pure darkness to fight against a heart of pure light. That'll forge something called the Keyblade, which is spelled very specifically with the Greek letter key, because they think they're clever.
The Greek letter key.
Yeah, the little upside down Y. It's pronounced key.
I do think that's kind of clever.
Yeah. Anyways,
Because
they're going to
like
form
a
the
key.
Keyblade. Yeah. So they're going to form the Keyblade.
Yeah.
I think it's the X, actually, the Greek X. But anyways.
Hold on.
Are you good?
I need to figure it out.
P. It's the X. It's CHI. Lambda was the one I was thinking of otherwise. So it's the Keyblade, right, with the X, right?
Yeah.
And so he's like, I have to find a soul of pure, or a heart of pure darkness, and make it fight a heart of pure light. So he decides to do this by finding just some random child and just being like, hey kid, guess what? I'm going to forcibly extract the darkness in your heart and make it a new person. So he makes a being of pure darkness by just taking all of the darkness in somebody's heart and like pulling it out of them.
Uh-huh.
And so that was a kid named Ventus, and Ventus is dying because part of his heart has basically been ripped out of him, his like metaphorical heart. However, his heart in the blurky, misty darkness meets an even younger child by the name of Sora. And Sora, being a kind and genuine soul in the Ethereum, right, is just like, you can come here, buddy. I will share part of my heart with you so that we are connected. So Ventus then becomes connected with Sora because Sora has shared a part of himself to make Ventus whole again, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Ventus becomes a being of pure light because he has taken some of the light from Sora's heart and used it to fill the holes that Xehanort ripped out, right? So then Xehanort's like, well, fuck, I didn't expect you to survive. Fuck it. He leaves them the now amnesic Ventus at his friend's doorstep, his old friend's doorstep, with basically a note that said, hey, I fucked up here. Can you take care of this kid? And then leaves for a few years. So then Ventus, Terra, and Aqua grow up and they learn how to become Jedi Masters. I mean, Keyblade Masters, right? And it's time for Terra and Aqua to take their mastery exam. And Xehanort, trying to basically connive in the background, has reached out to Mark Hamill, and it's just like, hey, buddy, I'm really sorry for what I did. I'm really sad that we kind of fell apart. How about we go for round 2? So then he comes in for round 2, and you have Ventus. He's basically watching the Mark of Mastery exam for Aqua and Anakin. I mean Terra.
Anakin?
Anakin, yes. You'll understand in a moment. So Aqua and Anakin, I mean Terra, are taking their Mark of Mastery exam, and Aqua's doing great. She's very powerful. She's strong in the light side of the Force, and Mark Hamill's like super happy. However, Anakin, I mean Terra, kind of has a bit where the darkness in his heart leaks out, and he doesn't have control over it, right? So Mark Hamill's just like, hey, dude, Aqua, you're a master now. This is great. Terra, I'm sorry. Maybe next year you can give it a shot. You need to learn how to control yourself better, control that part of you better. So after everything is said and done, Master Xehanort, doing his best Sidious impression, is just like talks to Terra after the Mark of Mastery, who's very upset that he didn't become a Jedi Master, and he's just like, have you heard the tales of Darth Plagueis the Wise? It is not a story Mark Hamill will tell you. I'm not even joking. He's literally just like, no. He said to control it. So you know what's the best way to control the darkness inside of you? Learning to wield it as a weapon. Something dark side. Channel the darkness in your soul. Meanwhile, he looks like the most evil existence ever. Right? So Terra just goes, you know what? You're a friend of the Masters. You obviously must know what you're talking about and aren't completely evil, Master Xehanort. So yeah, I'm going to do exactly what you say, and I'm going to go around and learn how to control the darkness inside of me. So he disappears without the master, without Mark Hamill's permission. Who basically tells Aqua, "Hey, I'm really worried because he's kind of seems like he's about to go postal, and
What's
like he doesn't really have control over his emotions, and he might just, start slaughtering the younglings.
Okay.
Can you just go track him down, bring him back, and
Okay, wait.
like
What,
just let me."
what's got? How's the postal services involved?
Going postal is an American phrase, basically of like going around and killing everybody. There was a really horrific
Hold
shooting
on.
in a post office.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, why do you guys associate that with that? But okay, that tracks. Okay.
Yeah. There's also a video game called Postal where you basically play a worker who's fed up with everything and goes on a killing spree.
Hmm.
But anyways, so yeah, he's like, "Hey, I'm actually kind of worried Terra really isn't in control of himself and stuff like that, and needs to learn how to control and push down these evil emotions. So can you like talk to him and bring him back quickly before he loses himself to his anger?" And then he goes, then Aqua goes, "Yeah, sure, Mark Hamill, I can do that. Also, what's it called?" And then Xehanort is literally sitting there like fucking, what's it called? Literally like Palpatine, just like clasping his fingers and doing nonsense. So the game continues. Terra is basically told like all of the wrong things and shit, right? So Terra becomes more and more Anakin as time goes on, until things happen, and he basically pulls a full Anakin. There's no like no small way around it, you know. Finally, he hears that the Master is going to be killing Ventus because he learned something awful about the Master. And the Master was intending to just straight up murder Ventus. But because Ventus was his friend, he's like, "I'm not going to let the Master do that to you." And then what ended up happening is he accidentally kills his Master and is like, "Oh God, what have I done?" But it's way too late now. So Aqua's like, everyone's basically trying to figure it out. Finally, they realize that the most evil-sounding man with the most evil-sounding name was actually evil. And horror of horrors, he's waiting for them and is basically getting ready to kill them to fuck him back. So Master Xehanort literally, he manhandles them, right?
Damn.
He sets it up so that Ventus has to fight his like dark half, and ends up basically they form the Keyblade. But then Ventus is like, "No, I'm actually a good guy, hero," and breaks the Keyblade. Xehanort's like, "Fuck you, I'll do it again," evil maniacal laughter, right?
Yeah.
And then he goes, "And I'm gonna do it with a new body too," because remember when he was like talking to Anakin, I mean Terra, and being like, "Yes, let the hate flow through you." it turns out when you use the darkness like that, but you're inexperienced, he can use his mastery of the darkness to do something which the community has dubbed Nording, which is when Xehanort possesses you.
Nodding?
They call it Nording, getting Norded.
Why?
Because Xehanort possesses a lot of fucking people.
Huh. So he's some kind
He
of puppet
possesses
master,
so
eh?
many people. Yeah. No, like he literally possesses so many people in the fucking timelines that it becomes a meme. So and so got Norded, right?
That fellow has a Magikarp.
Oh, nice. But anyways, so Xehanort gets Norded, or Xehanort Nords Terra. However, Terra has enough like lingering willpower that his like magic armor comes to life and beats the bricks off of Terranort, which is Xehanort controlling Terra's body. Like,
Sorry, beats what? John, you there?
yeah, I'm here.
Sorry,
Sorry, I
catch
was
the last
moving from. Basically, he beats the shit out of I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. So Terra, as he gets Norded, his last remaining bit of willpower is put into his magic armor. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so his magic armor then beats the bricks off of fucking Xehanort. And becomes one of the most powerful bosses of Kingdom Hearts 2. But anyways, so Terranort, I am driving home. I can be on here for a little while though.
Should you be on call when you're driving?
Probably not, if I'm going to be completely honest.
How long will it take for you to get home?
But yeah. 30 minutes, but I do have something to do when I got home.
Dang it.
So, it is up to you. Mind you, all of the stuff I've said so far.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I will hang up here in a little bit, then.
Yeah.
But all of the stuff I've said so far, by the way.
Yeah.
We haven't even gotten to Kingdom Hearts 1, the first game. That's how convoluted the lore gets. No, we haven't. We've talked about a single mobile game and the DS game. The ending, though, is basically Xehanort's defeated. He is sent into a different world, and basically one character is trapped in darkness. Ventus is basically unconscious because his heart was ripped out of his body wholesale, and like you can survive in the lore without a heart, right? Because your person is separated into 3 different pieces. Your body is your living body. Your soul is more closer to like your life energy, right? It's the thing that keeps you alive. But your heart is like the parts of you that make you you, right? Your personality, your everything, you know? So you can have a heart and a soul, or you can have a body and soul, but no heart and still be completely fine.
That sounds rough.
Yeah. But, so Ventus is without a heart. because during the fight, his heart gets knocked out of him. Very important. Then, Aqua is sent into the realm of darkness, which is like... Basically, it is a realm of pure negative emotions, which can kind of be infectious a little bit.
It can what?
It can be a little infectious. Like, you can have, if you're in the darkness area for too long, it basically, it will infect you with its bad vibes.
Damn.
Yeah. So anyways, Terra, who's been Norded, so is actually Xehanort, gets thrown to a place called Radiant Garden, which is a Final Fantasy world. It's very weird.
Final Fantasy? Like from
It's
Power
a world with a
Simulator?
bunch of No, it's a world of Final Fantasy characters, basically.
Ah.
So Xehanort gets thrown there, and he's like, he has amnesia, but he only remembers his name. And there's this guy named Ansem the Wise, who's a wise king who recently learned about the heart and, like, specifically kind of, you know, all of the stuff regarding the heart. So he's, like, been researching it and looking into it, and kind of realizes he's got a bunch of apprentices beneath him, and it's like, this hard stuff is really dangerous, and we should put a kibosh on some of the more unethical experiments. To which all of his apprentices says, "Lol, ethics, what? We don't want that." So Xehanort also is like, "Lol, ethics, we don't want that." And he basically, they like overthrow Ansem, and then he takes on the moniker of Ansem, right? Like he's Xehanort, but then he just starts calling himself Ansem the Wise after kicking out Ansem the Wise. It's like, no, look at me, I am Ansem the Wise now. So, yeah, basically he has now co-opted this identity. He goes around calling himself Ansem. It gets very confusing. So, you have Ansem the Wise now with his bunch of his apprentices. Now they're actually doing dangerous experiments with the Heartless. And at some point he turns himself into a Heartless. And he turns all of his people into Heartlesses as well. So everyone's a Heartless now. And he starts calling himself, and you'll recognize this, Ansem, Seeker of Darkness.
Ah, the stand user.
Yes, the stand user. Anyways, so he is now there, and congratulations, we are now at the start of Kingdom Hearts 1.
Wow. That's a lot.
And so what happened with Ventus, by the way, is Ventus's heart is inside Sora's heart, because when Ventus had his heart ripped out, his heart followed the connection that it had to Sora, and basically fell asleep inside of Sora's heart. Kind of a big deal. So Sora starts, it's Kingdom Hearts 1, you're just a kid on an island with your two best friends and one love interest. Well, your best friend and then your other best friend who is also your love interest, Riku and Kairi.
Based on what I know, I'm gonna assume Riku is the love interest.
Riku is the best friend.
They both are best friends, right?
They're both his best friends. Kairi's the love interest.
Not Riku?
Yeah.
I've never
Okay.
even heard of this Kairi person.
Basically, okay. So Sora is okay. If we're so Riku, Sora, and Kairi are part of the like Naruto era 3-man band.
Naruto era? What are you talking
Sora
about,
is
man?
the Naruto era of like having a 3-man band, right? You have the Naruto upbeat protagonist character.
Mhm.
You have the Sasuke edgy Lancer character, and then you have the girl.
Uh, by the way, it's not the Naruto era thing. That's been a thing for like a long time.
Yeah, but like very specifically having the like Sasuke level of edge Lancer.
Uh,
Wasn't really a thing until Naruto made it popular.
no, it's been a thing in Japanese media for a long time. It's outside Japanese media, it became popular because of Naruto.
Either way, you have this 3-man band. Riku, it's a love triangle, except both Riku and Kairi love Sora, and Sora's in love with Kairi, and Riku's just like bet. But Riku will use Kairi to basically tease Sora because he knows his friend has a crush on her that he hasn't like confessed yet, so it's kind of a thing.
Interesting.
But they're growing up on the island, and they've made this plan. They're going to build a shitty little raft, get a little bit of food, and go sailing into the ocean.
Oh, just like in One Piece.
Right? Basically.
Uh,
But their children, they're like 12. It's a shitty raft, and it's going to capsize. So like, but they're figuring it out,
just like
right?
in One Piece.
So the first day they're preparing. Yeah, basically. So day 1 they're preparing. Day 2 they're getting ready to set off, right?
Yeah.
They have all of their stuff prepared, but it's time to go home, eat dinner, and they're going to go in the morning, right?
Mhm.
So Sora goes to bed. The one time we ever see that Sora has at least a mom, but we
Yeah.
don't know anything else about what he has. It turns out that his world is being consumed by darkness. And there was this mysterious cloaked figure by a doorway in his little like hidey hole at Destiny Islands, which is him and his friend's little island camp, hideaway. So it's this weird cloaked figure. They ignore it. Riku disappears into a pool of darkness. Sora's unable to take his hand. He tries to find Kairi. He finds her standing in front of the door, and then she like stumbles into him and then fades into him, and we don't really know, but he's like, I need to find Kairi.
And not Riku?
I mean, he needs to find Riku too, but like Kairi's the one who he's got a crush on. That's a plot. It's also a plot point, kind of.
I can't believe
So, anyways,
he would ignore bros before hoes.
he ignores both. It's kind of sad. We'll get to that. So, anyways, Sora then fights a big fuck-ass Heartless, and the world is consumed by Heartless, but he's the Keyblade wielder. He's been given the power to fight the Heartless, which means they're afraid of him. And because they're afraid of him, they're actively trying to kill him. And will actively hunt him down, because as long as they can kill him, they don't need to be afraid of anything.
So he's their one
Anyways,
weakness.
yeah, basically. And they're trying to kill him, so it's not a weakness anymore.
That tracks.
So,
But
yeah.
I just wanted to ask, what is the Ripple Drive?
The what drive?
Ripple Drive.
I have no fucking idea. I'm going to be honest.
Okay.
I
Continue.
think that's a thing from 3. But
Okay.
anyways, so Sora goes into a place called Traverse Town, which is kind of like an extra dimensional plane that takes survivors from places that have been swallowed by darkness, right? So when his place got swallowed by darkness, he was able to survive and basically was thrown to Traverse Town. It's kind of complicated from here because around the same time,
Wait, this was not
King
complicated.
Mickey. What?
You said it's kind of complicated from here. What was that until now then?
Yeah, I know, right? So, anyways, at the same time, King Mickey, who is at this point he's a Keyblade wielder, right? He's an old Keyblade master. He fucking knows all the shit about Ventus Terra, and like he's fucking Master Oogway in this bitch, right?
Oh, you know, this a comment I saw like long ago. It's like there were like about some music video or something. I think it was from To Your Eternity, and someone like Hikaru Utada's lawyers are just as worse as Disney, and I had to tell them Hikaru Utada's songs in Kingdom Hearts is because it's Disney. It's not her. It's Disney.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry, continue.
So, anyways, it gets a little complicated from here. King Mickey has basically noticed that stars are disappearing from the sky, so he's going to investigate it. But he needs another Keyblade wielder, so he sends Donald and Goofy, who are his court mage and leader of his knights, respectively, to go searching for somebody wielding a key as a weapon. So Sora is looking around in Traverse Town because he was told, hey, you know, cast-offs from places eaten by darkness kind of end up here. So he's looking for Riku and Kairi. However, he ends up finding Donald and Goofy instead, who are like, hey, you got a key. You're the person the king sent us to find. We're going to need your help to find the king. But I don't want to find the king. I want to find my friends. Well, what if your friends are with the king? Is that really possible? Yeah, that's possible. You can trust us. We wouldn't lie to you. Okay, I'll go with you because I'm a trusting 12-year-old. So
12-year-olds aren't
Sora
really
is
stressing.
12. Huh?
I don't know any
So Sora
12-year-olds
goes
who
with Donald
stress.
and Goofy. Oh, yeah. Sora goes through with Donald and Goofy. They go through a bunch of Disney worlds.
Like cars?
No, like Aladdin, classic Disney World. So like Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast. Well, not Beauty and the Beast. Alice in Wonderland, Little Mermaid, stuff like that, right? Hercules is another one. And they realize that the Heartless are gathering a bunch of things called the Princesses of Hearts, which are literally just Disney princesses. There's 7 of them. And
Wow.
gathering all 7 of them will allow Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, to open the door to Kingdom Hearts and blah, 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 right? So anyways, he goes through. He finds Riku a couple of times, and Riku is going full fucking Sasuke, right?
Yeah.
And so basically, it's kind of like some nonsense where, like, Riku's just, like, being an edgy asshole the entire time. Because he's like, you haven't even been trying to look for Kairi. You've just been fucking around with your friends here, your new friends. You've already replaced me. Huh. Right? And he's like, no, I literally haven't, dude. I've been looking for you. How about you come with me and we can find Kairi together? Save it, Sora. You've already given us up. I know you have. I'll fix her myself. And so Sora's just sitting there like, what the fuck? Right?
Indeed. That does make sense.
Yeah. So Sora keeps going and is trying to figure out, like, all of the things. Eventually, they end up in a place called Hollow Bastion, which is was Radiant Garden, which is where Xehanort originally ended up with his amnesia. However, it got swallowed by darkness, and so is now known as Hollow Bastion instead. So, basically, it's the end of the game. Sora's going through the fight, right? Kairi has lost her heart, just in the same way that Ventus has. So she's been like in a comatose state. However, Riku has... Hi, fellas. However, Riku's been kind of giving in more and more to the darkness in his heart, which has allowed Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, to Nort Riku and possess him again.
God damn it, Riku.
So now there's two people.
God damn it, Riku.
Yeah, so Riku's inner darkness, he gets possessed by Ansem, and now he becomes Ansem. So Sora has to beat the brakes off of Riku. But Riku has his own Keyblade, right? Actually, something that happens is Riku, just on the cusp of basically being Norded, he reveals to Sora that the Keyblade wasn't actually looking for Sora. It was looking for Riku, but because Riku got yoinked by darkness, it went to Sora instead because he was the closest person. So Sora wasn't actually the chosen one.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Is this the protagonist of all three games?
Kind of, yeah. It gets worse. It gets way more complicated as well. So Sora's not the chosen one. Riku uses his willpower to basically yoink the key from Sora. And then Donald and Goofy sit there and go, well, we have to follow the key. That's what the king told us to, and if it's not Sora, I guess we have to fuck off now.
They fucking what?
Yeah, they just follow Riku, and then you get kicked out to the beginning of the level, and then you meet the Beast from Beauty and the Beast, who's fucking insane, by the way, because, right, normally you have to use a magic spaceship to kind of traverse worlds. The Beast doesn't have a magic... The Beast from Beauty and the Beast doesn't have a magic spaceship. But when Belle got stolen... Say again?
He doesn't have a Spelljammer?
Basically, yeah. It's called a gummy ship in this universe. But the Beast doesn't have one, right? So when his world got swallowed by darkness, and when Belle got kidnapped for the whole Kingdom Hearts plot...
Yeah.
He just, willpowers his way to Hollow Bastion. Just through sheer force of will, he shows up.
Yeah.
And it's just I'm here to kill people and get Belle. No one is getting in my way.
Hey, but you said the only time we see Sora's mom is, that one scene, right?
Yep. That's it. That's all we got.
Did you know that in My Hero Academia, Deku has a father?
Yes, I did know about that.
He doesn't appear once in the series.
Nope. I find it really funny.
He's working overseas. That's it.
Yeah.
No other explanation.
No, yeah, I mean, that also makes sense for Japan. But... I only have 10 minutes, so I gotta get quick. So basically, Sora is Sora beats possessed Riku, and Riku's Keyblade is unique, where Sora's has the ability to seal Keyblade, and Sora has the ability to open up hearts and close hearts. This one has the ability to purely just open hearts entirely, right?
Huh.
So Sora's basically told, by the way, buddy, the reason why Kairi has been comatose for so long is because she got her heart stolen.
Yeah.
But because she's a princess of hearts, she can't turn into a heartless. Because she's a being of pure light. So her heart, when she did in the very beginning of the game, when she did that little trip number and she like passed out and passed through you as like a force ghost, that was her heart basically joining with yours and hiding in your body. So now you'll notice Luffy is now a Cerberus. He has 3 people's hearts inside of him. His own, Ventus's, and Kyrie's. And at which point he takes Riku, Xehanort Riku's Keyblade, he points it at himself and he says, "All right, guys, I'm going to do the most single important thing that will set off a chain of events for the rest of the series." And he stabs himself.
Relatable.
Yes. So what that does is it takes his heart out of his body, but it also takes Kyrie's heart out of his body, and Ventus's heart out of his body. So all of the hearts that were sleeping in his body are no longer doing so. Which is a big deal.
Remind me again why that's a big deal.
Because that means Ventus is awake, Kyrie can be awake, and she's a Princess of Heart. Which means that because her heart is no longer in Sora, the bad guy's plan can start doing things, so Ansem's plan can start doing stuff.
Oh.
Then, top of that, something will happen with that I will get to in a moment. But Sora turns into a Heartless as a result. However, Kyrie notices the Heartless Sora, realizes that it is Sora, and then uses her magic light powers to bring him back, right? It's a very touching scene. So Sora is reformed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so then Ansem basically uses the powers of the Princesses of Heart to try and open the last, to open the door to the Kingdom Hearts. And basically, he turns into a battleship, and then Sora has to fight him. It's very Final Fantasy-esque, right?
I wouldn't know. I've never played Final Fantasy.
Basically, think of it as teenager fights God. But God is a flesh battleship floating through space.
You mean like the average JRPG experience?
Exactly. So, Sora beats the bricks off of Ansem the Wise, or Ansem, Seeker of Darkness. Finally, at the very end of it, Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, is about to get defeated. He looks over at the door to Kingdom Hearts, and he wills it open. He says, "Kingdom Hearts, give me your power." And Sora, in a very heroic move, is like, "I know deep down that Kingdom Hearts isn't darkness. It's light." And the doors to Kingdom Hearts open, and Xehanort, or Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, is defeated as a burst of light dissipates him, basically. But it turns out that Kingdom Hearts is being infested with darkness now. And it's actually, that door is not Kingdom Hearts. It's actually the door to the realm of darkness, which was light, which somehow killed Ansem. But anyways, that's the realm where Aqua is currently being held, but we don't see her. Instead, we see a shirtless Mickey Mouse going, "Okay, Sora, don't worry, I've got it from here."
Shirtless?
And then, yeah, he's shirtless. He's got that, like, classic fit on. At which point, Sora tries to help. Mickey is, like, holding back the darkness on the other side of the door. Riku jumps inside the door and starts pulling from the inside, and it's like, "Don't worry, I've got this, Sora. You just take care of Kyrie and just help me close this door," because apparently to close the door you need somebody on the inside and somebody on the outside. So they close the door to darkness, leaving Riku and Mickey trapped there, and they're kind of stuck, but there's a little pathway forward. So they're moving down that pathway because they're like in an in-between dimension. So they're trying to find their way home now, right? Kyrie's disappeared. She's in the main world, right? And so Sora, Donald, and Goofy walk down this road, And now it's time, before I have to head off, to explain everything that happened that fucked everything with Thor. Oh,
You available
when Sora
tomorrow?
poked himself with the Keyblade. Yeah, I can also finish this tomorrow. But when Sora poked himself with the Keyblade, Kyrie became a person again. Great. Sora had a Heartless. Kind of a big deal, but not something so much touched on as it is just like revealing that he had darkness inside of him. When you have a heart that is very powerful, turn into a Heartless. You remember how I said a body can survive on just soul and body, right? Without a heart? If you're particularly powerful, your body doesn't just dissipate. It becomes something called a nobody, which is just a body and soul without a heart, right? Turns out the word heartless is a misnomer. They're actually made of heart. They're made of the darkness within the heart, though. So it's like, when a heartless kills you, you become a heartless, and it's basically just like all of your negative emotions become forward, right?
Huh.
So the nobodies are just kind of like, they have all of the memories of being people, but none of the like emotional connections. So they're basically just all psychopaths.
Damn.
But you have Roxas now, right? Now guess
Which
what?
is thick.
Ventus's heart needed a place to go. So guess where it goes? To fucking Roxas. So Roxas, through his connection, because he's Sora's nobody, right?
Yeah.
But because Ventus is in his heart, Roxas ends up looking like Ventus, which is why he doesn't look like Sora. Right? Additionally,
Okay, I think
because he's
I've
Sora's
gotten
nobody.
lost. So
Okay, so you remember? Yeah, go for it.
Roxas is Sora.
Roxas is Sora. He is Sora's body, but minus the heart. Ventus is Ventus. Roxas looks like Ventus, but is Sora, because he is imprinted on the heart, on Ventus's heart that was inside Sora.
Wow, this is complicated.
Very complicated. However, remember when I told you that when a Heartless is created of a very powerful person, it becomes a nobody?
Yeah.
So Xehanort also has a nobody version of himself. Because when he turned himself into a Heartless that became Ansem Seeker of Darkness, the other part of him became Xehanort, the nobody.
Huh.
Who is now doing his own thing and formed Organization 13, who has their own plan to make Kingdom Hearts, which involves basically using the Keyblade to harvest Heartless and steal those hearts that they make and basically form Kingdom Hearts out of them, right? So Xehanort has his own plans of doing that. So now what does he do? He takes Roxas, which is Sora's like nobody, and he basically tries to use him to farm hearts, right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they're trying to create things called replicas, which are like, basically they're fake nobodies. They're dolls that you can imbue data, which is like an imprint of a person. Anyways.
Yes.
My brother's here making fun of me.
Why?
Anyways, because I'm talking Kingdom Hearts lore. So anyways, they make replicas. They're basically they use imprints of people to make people. So they, as an experiment, they tried to make an imprint of Sora because they wanted to know if they could make a replica to hunt Heartless for them. That way, they wouldn't need Roxas, right?
Huh.
So they made a replica called Xion.
How do you spell it?
Xion, Xion.
Uh,
And she is supposed to have the data of Sora. But guess what, headass? She's not Sora.
let me guess. Aqua?
She looks like fucking Kyrie.
Oh.
Because remember, he had Kyrie's heart in him as well.
Hmm.
But then it turns out that even though we see her, she looks like Kyrie but with black hair. It's not. Instead, she is like... Everyone who looks at her has they look at her and they see a different person. So because Roxas is Sora's nobody, he sees her as Kyrie, or to look like Kyrie. And it gets so fucking complicated from here.
Bruh.
Even more. But basically, that's the end of Kingdom Hearts 1. And so what ends up happening is I'm going to before 2 because I do need to get going. But so the Donald, Sora, Goofy, they start walking down this road. They're trying to find their way out. They end up in front of this place called Castle Oblivion. The Organization 13, is basically using Castle Oblivion to do things. So you know how they needed the data of Sora, right?
Yeah.
So they basically use Castle Oblivion. It has a unique thing because the person who runs it her name is like Naminé, right?
Yeah. Wait, what's the last word?
Naminé. So Naminé is a witch, right? She's a young girl
Uh-huh.
who likes to draw. She has a power over people's memories. She can basically like edit people's memories.
Yeah.
And she replaces herself in there. So she replaces herself in Sora's memories with Kyrie, or she replaces herself as Kyrie. So all of Sora's memories of Kyrie become memories of Naminé. And as he goes deeper and deeper into Castle Oblivion, he's losing more and more of his memories, but he has this sense of like Naminé being the person that he really had a crush on and everything else, right? So all of his feelings towards Kyrie become feelings towards Naminé. And she feels really bad about it, right?
Who?
Naminé. The organization's basically using her.
Huh.
And so basically, Sora ends up losing all of his memories, and he goes... So he basically goes, well, Naminé, you know, I get that you kind of like did that, but like, she's like, hey, you have two options. Either you can continue on with your life with just the memories that you've made of me and everything else, or I can put you in this pod for a few years and basically piece your memories back together. However, the cost of this will be your like memories of this place, right? You'll have no recollection of this place or anything that happens, and you're gonna forget all about me. And he goes, fuck, this is a really hard decision because I do like you and everything. I recognize my memory's been tampered with, but like, I also still have a deep care for you regardless of that, and that's real. But I need my old memories back. And so she gets all sad. She's like, yeah, no, it makes sense. You really wouldn't want anything with like fake people. He's like, no, I'm going to remember you. We have a connection regardless. I do care for you. I need my memories of everyone else too. And it's kind of this sweet scene. So Sora goes into the pod for several years. Meanwhile, Riku somehow shows up with King Mickey in Castle Oblivion. Somehow. It's literally unexplained. So they battle through everything, but instead of losing memories, Riku doesn't. His battle is basically... Naminé is not affecting him. She's affecting Sora. So Riku actually gets to the bottom and is able to remember everything that happened. His battle is with his own inner darkness. Because guess what? Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, has basically not disappeared. He's just kind of been chilling in the back of Riku's mind, threatening to take him over again. Like a little mini fucking... like fucking Sukuna, right?
Who?
Like, JJK.
Who?
Jujutsu Kaisen?
I don't know that character. I only watched season 1.
You've watched season 1 of... It's the guy whose fingers everyone's talking about.
Oh, Sukuna!
Yeah, Sukuna. Yeah. He basically sitting there like Sukuna in the back of Riku's mind. And whenever Riku uses his darkness, because he does the same thing that Terra does, he wields the darkness. He's basically threatening to take over constantly. As soon as he lets his guard down. It's kind of funny. But basically that's his big fight, right? Is figuring all of that out.
Yeah.
By the end of it, Riku basically accepts the darkness inside of him a little bit and is like, I'm not gonna follow the path of darkness or light. I'm gonna forge my own path, the path of dawn. And that's basically everything you get until Kingdom Hearts 2, where Sora is now 2 or 3 years older. And yeah, we have no. That's everything to Kingdom Hearts 2. You have the organization there, and yeah.
Alright, you're free tomorrow, right? So we'll continue this tomorrow's stream.
Yeah, sure, that works.
But can you just come to my stream once and just say hi to the person I'm raiding?
Sure. Give me a second. I do need to go quick, so this is gonna have to be.
Yeah, it's ready to go. Just type something in the chat right now, so I register that you're there.
All right, there we go.
All right, and now I'm clicking on raid. It should transfer us to the other channel.
All right. All right. Yeah. Looks
Just-
like
Yeah, just say hello in there as well.
I did. I
don't
said howdy.
see the message. Or it could be just a stream
That
lag.
played out then? I heard it over. I'm fine. How are you? But let's see. Overwatch.
If you can give it a follow, that'd be nice. But you don't have to. But